And it also closed the doors at Robert is Here. The farm and fruit stand in the Redland is now closed to customers.
But Robert has one last hidden treasure that could be right in your very own backyard. Here's photojournalist Joe Harzinski.
Joe, we've got one here that a lot of Floridians have seen. A lot of Floridians have them in their own backyard, split leaf philodendron, and don't even realize that it's a fruit.
Let's go and visit Robert's backyard.
Joe, we're out here amongst the Monstera deliciosa. As you can see, it's an impressive looking vine. They grow these everywhere for landscape. And
because it's so lush and green.
It's just absolutely beautiful. And if you can see over here, there's one that's blooming out, and what it does, it catches pollen, and it forms. And then one back here, this one here, you snap it off when it's ready to harvest.
So just how do you know when it's ready to be eaten?
You let it sit until the green kernels fall off. You throw the green kernels away, and you eat this white fruit on the inside. Okay. And you only eat the portion of fruit that's ripe that day, and then you let it sit on your kitchen table, and you let some more ripen up for the next day.
And what does this fruit taste like?
Oh my goodness, it's like pineapple and banana. No question about it. It's one of the easiest of all tropical fruit to describe. Did you imagine when you first saw how ugly that was, that it was going to taste that good?
It's fantastic.
It's very nice.
Now having this demonstration, I'd be more apt to buy something I'm a little unfamiliar with or now have some familiarity with.
Robert is now closed, but when he opens back up soon, he will bring you more of the fruits of his labor. Joe Harzinski, NBC, the Redland.
I never get tired of that stuff.
I know.
He just got some great stuff. Now, in the coming weeks, Robert will be very busy planting his fall crop, and when he does, his doors will open to the public once again in November, and of course, NBC Miami will take you there.
One of a kind. We love Robert. We'll miss him. We'll see you in November.
Absolutely right.
When we come back, Joe gives us his not-so-average take on the Dolphins' change in command.
Welcome back, everybody. It's November, and in Redland, that means Robert is here. Famous fruit stand and farm reopening for business today, and a whole new crop of delicious produce is there for you to sink your teeth into. And once again, photojournalist Joe Harzinski takes us inside the family biz.
Welcome back to the Robert is Here farm. There's a lot going on this time of the year down at South Dade. He and his family are getting ready to open, and they are very, very busy.
It's all about getting your hands dirty, getting out there and making things grow and taking the chances and fighting the elements. And
ready?
Step on stake.
Good to go?
Ready to roll.
Let's go.
It's exciting for me. I got my boys out here with me, and my daughters are here working on the store, and my daughter-in-laws. It's a great time of year.
It's a team effort that keeps this family business going.
And here we all are back at home, married and having kids and working in the farm and living the American dream.
It's a little bit more difficult working for family because more is expected of you.
The ladies in this family play a big part too.
It's pretty fun. I've always liked the farms. I grew up in Kentucky where there's farmland too, and it's fun getting to see it firsthand and actually get to experience and help out.
I didn't know anything about mamey sapote, and now I can explain to customers that have never heard of it, you know, what it tastes like.
This mom has all that a mom would want.
Most moms, your kids grow up and they go off to other jobs. I get to see my kids every day.
Hard work does have its rewards. It's a type of spiritual experience.
The smell of the earth and just how proud it is, you know, that's home. That's what we are. That's American dream right there.
Joe Harzinski, NBC, the Redland.
Weekend road trip.
You know what? I've got to get down there. I've heard so many wonderful things about it and all the different kinds of fruit. I just want to try them all.
Yeah, a lot of people want to do that, and it's very popular. I mean, a lot of people head down there to the Redland and that area to enjoy those things.
Down US 1, a little bit past Homestead area.
Or the Turnpike too. That'll work too.
That's our show. We'll see you tonight for NBC Miami at 11.
Is the season for my favorite fruit, mango. Trees producing the fruit that almost everyone in South Florida loves. So how's the season shaping up so far with the luscious fruit? We sent Miami native and NBC Miami photojournalist Joe Harzinski to check in with Robert from the famous Robert is Here fruit stand in Florida City.
Mango season at Robert is here. Joe, this year, the mango season was really screwed up by the winter time in January. How could that be? We had devastating cold, come close to killing all our trees, but it didn't quite kill them. But what it did on the early variety of mango, it affected the pollen somehow, and all the early varieties, they didn't set fruit.
But there is good mango news. Later fruit of the season came out just fine.
This is a Moehling. Not many of these grown down here. We put in one row about 4 years ago when Hurricane Wilma and Katrina went by, and we've been babying these things since then. Notice how deep and dark the color is. And one thing about the Moehling, as we all know, the mango has a great big fat seed in it and usually covered with fiber. Look how thin that seed is. It's just absolutely magnificent.
So what do you do with the mango?
People love to see this. This is not the cleanest way to eat a mango, but you go like this and you turn it inside out, and then you just bury your face in there and eat the mango like crazy.
If you have a mango tree in your yard, it's probably the variety called the Kent.
Delicious. So about the first week or two of July, we started our Kents, and there's not very many of them. As we look around our neighborhoods, we're all noticing there's no mangoes this year. So the price is a little bit higher.
So the next time we talk to Robert, he's going to tell us all about the avocado. Joe Harzinski, NBC, the Redland.
And now, Chief Meteorologist John Morales on NBC6, your local weather channel.
Great job, Joe. That was outstanding. I'm just sorry there aren't enough mangoes to go around. Well, there are, of course, but hopefully prices won't be too bad. Listen,
Hey, Joe. Welcome to Robert is Here. Today we're gonna introduce you to some of the most magnificent avocado you've ever had in your life. This is a Donny variety.
I love avocados. I'm a native Floridian, and we eat them every year.
Now, when you're cutting this through here, the biggest thing is don't cut through the skin anymore, because you're going to be putting key lime juice on here and salad dressing.
Squeeze on the key lime, cut the tomatoes.
Dump that in the middle. Now, like I say, we're doing this on the farm. If we were out in our own kitchen, we would have prepped and got us some crab salad from the grocery store and piled that full of crab salad, and then poured a little bit of Vade onion and peppercorn dressing. Of course, you can get that at Robert is Here. And just a little bit, because you can always add more. Look how fast that was, and you got the most magnificent appetizer.
Yum.
Avocados are more than just making it into guacamole.
You put them on hamburgers, and I found out today you can can avocados, and that's what I'm going to do.
Here's Lisa's recipe.
Well, I peel them, I slice them up, and I slice very thin onion, and I put balsamic vinegar, a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, and we eat it like that.
The next time we visit with Robert, he'll tell us all about exotic fruits. Joe Harzinski, NBC, the Redland.